Tobacco products in America account for 5.4 million deaths annually, which equals 1/10 of total deaths. Nicotine is one of the most commonly used drugs in America, and it could be considered an epidemic. Many people, especially young people, indulge in nicotine, and it is a physically addictive substance that harshly affects many parts of the body. And even through increased education in our public school system, many young adults still turn to tobacco products. Now, these products are very popular despite high taxes and minimal advertising imposed by the United States government. Cigarettes mainly are found in lower income areas of the United States. If you think about it, this has a harsher effect on the fiscal standing of the family because they spend a higher percentage of their wages on tobacco products. And if they have complications later in life where they have to go to the hospital, this is a huge burden on the family. When you look at the harsh effects of tobacco products from a purely fiscal standpoint, you can already tell how many families it affects very adversely. Despite the fiscal responsibility of the families, there are also many health complications that come along with tobacco products, and many of them can be very long-term. Tobacco products, like cigarettes, are the main cause of preventable diseases such as cancer, heart disease, and stroke. Also, one problem that is often overlooked is the secondhand smoke that many people are affected by. Many people that want to have nothing to do with cigarettes are still adversely affected. This is especially true in the children of smokers. Now, these children are very susceptible to diseases that once they grow up, they might not be as susceptible to, but since they grow up in a household where parents smoke, they're at a higher risk. Many Americans want to quit using tobacco products, but either they don't have the time, the money, or the willpower to do so. It's easy to recognize the harsh complications that come along with tobacco, but not every American is able to quit. Many alternatives of tobacco are offered to help satisfy cravings and help you eventually, hopefully, quit. There are more conventional methods such as nicotine gum and nicotine patches, which look very similar to regular gum, and regular patches comes in a case just like a gum would, and the patches come and look exactly like bandages. They're very, very easy to use, relatively cheap, especially compared to how much money the family would spend on cigarettes. But again, not everyone can afford these, and they also don't satisfy the cravings like regular cigarettes would. There are also more unconventional methods, such as acupuncture, which is said to be somewhat mental, but some people find it to work, and if it works, it works. Also, a new trend is e-cigarettes, which emit purely tobacco vapor and not the harsh smell or harsh chemicals. So you still get that tobacco fix, but in a plastic or metal electronic cigarette that burns the tobacco. Many of these alternatives work. You have to use them long term. Many people relapse and start smoking again because they don't quite satisfy the cravings. It takes a high level of willpower and commitment for these to pay off in the end, but it's more than worth it. Tobacco use is a widespread fad in America that needs to come to an end as soon as possible. It's harmful to the users and people around the users who want nothing to do with any kind of tobacco products. And there's also many alternatives that people can use to help them quit. I hope to see a decline in the use of tobacco products, especially in young adults in low-income areas, because of the health issues it causes and the amount of money we have to spend through the healthcare system anyway. It's an epidemic that, for lack of a better word, needs to be cured. Thank you. That wasn't so bad.